Hello YouTube, what's going on? Like the power going off right when you're about to make a YouTube video. This is your boy Noob Sidebot. Welcome to my Universal Gamer update number 14. And yes, that's a true story. The power just went out right when I was about to press record to record my Universal Gamer update. You know, and my headphones use USB for power, so I had it hooked up and everything, get ready to press record, and then power just went off. And it kind of made that noise too. So I was sitting here for a second, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, it actually made a noise when the power went off. Like, what the fuck? So anyways, also my Universal Gamer updates, I'm gonna start updating you guys on Saturdays, because you know school is back in and everybody doing homework and busy throughout the week. So on Saturdays, I'm gonna just start posting my videos on Saturdays. On Thursdays and Fridays, just edit and record my videos, and after that, upload to YouTube on Saturday morning or whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed my intro. Kind of changed it up a little bit, you know, like I said I was gonna do. Now to my first segment, the top games for the upcoming week. Top 10 games for the upcoming week, should I say. And I'm gonna explain that after I'm done. Number 1, God of War Origins. Comes out on the 13th for the PS3. We got Star Fox 64 3D on the 9th for the 3DS, which is right around the corner. Or maybe the day that you guys are watching this. Blood Rain Betrayal on the 7th for 360 Arcade. You got Hard Reset on the 13th for the PC. Number 5, Gunstringer on the 13th for the 3D, not 3D, for the 360 Connect. We got Crimson Alliance on the 7th for the 360 Arcade. We got Renegade Ops coming out on the 12th for the PS3. Rise of Rise of Immortals on the 12th for PC. Balloon Pop 2 on the 13th for the 3DS. And last but not least, we got Camping Mama, not Cooking Mama, Camping Mama. Outdoor Adventures 13th, comes out on the 13th for the DS. Okay, now with that, I'm gonna start doing the top 10 upcoming games for the week, because it'd be so many games across all platforms to name, and that takes about 5 minutes of my video. You know, you guys don't want to watch 5 minutes of me just naming off games that you can just go to the computer and look at yourself. So with that said, all the rest of the games will pop up on the screen, or I might have a credit roll at the end showing all the games that I left out. All right. Next segment, Spit Game. Now I just mentioned this game, which is coming out, where is it at? It's coming out on the 13th for PC. It's called Hard Reset. It retails for 30 bucks, $29.99. If you buy it on Steam right now, you can get it for 26 bucks. Now that game, I played the demo. You know, it's a half price game, or you know, actually more than half price games. You know, PC games are 50 bucks mostly, and I played the demo. You know, sometimes you play these little games where you just know for a fact this is going to be okay, it's going to be mediocre, you know, it's just a small game, it's a game to distract you to a AAA game come out. Actually, I enjoyed that game. While downloading that game, I was watching somebody else play through that got the game early. I watched like a little bit of it, and it looked good, and it's catered to PC. You know, it's supposed to go back to how PC games are or were, you know. And the game is fun. I'm kind of hooked on it. It kind of reminds me of The Fifth Element and BioShock put together. You know, it's a cool game. You know, I was like, at first I was like, okay, yeah, this is kind of cool. It's not nothing groundbreaking or nothing that's gonna make me want to buy it, even though it's 30 bucks. But now after I played through the whole demo, it's actually a cool game. So if you got a PC, you got a gaming PC, you know, even if it's not a gaming rig, if you can handle some games, I advise you to download that demo. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Graphics is pretty good, and the people that's actually working on that is from a number of other games that's actually known as AAA games and stuff like that. So, you know, I advise people to check that out. You know, so with that said, the top 5 of the week. Now this top 5 of the week, I want you guys to list, and I will list my top 5 old school Nintendo games. Alright, number 5, Friday the 13th. That game was the shit. I never ever beat that game. I played that game for so many hours. You know, you get to choose like 2 or 3 characters. Everybody know when you play that game, you're supposed to choose that girl, because she's like the fastest one. She can run fast and jump high and stuff like that. And you know, you fight these little zombies that come out the ground or whatever, and then like, you know, you got some other people that you gotta watch out for, because they might get attacked by Jason inside the house, so you gotta hurry up and truck it to the house and shit. And then, you know, you fight Jason, and all you beat his ass one time. I think you gotta beat him 3 times, and then you beat the game or something like that. That shit is hard, dude. But you know, that was one of my favorite childhood and old school games, you know, of all time. Number 4, Metroid. You know, that game was so hard. You know, it's tested your memory. You know, it tested your memory. You know, because you got to remember where you went. It's all kind of different ways you can go up, down, back and forth. There's no mini map or nothing like that. So it tests your skills on remembering where you came from, remembering where you're going. And I like the way it felt where once you find a power up, you get to go other places and you felt good about it. And the game has got harder and harder, but it got funner and funner at the same time. Metroid is one of those good hard platform games, let alone Mega Man also is one, but you know, Metroid was one too. Number 3, Bubble Bobble. That's my shit. When they announced that it was gonna come out for the Xbox 360 arcade, dude, I jumped the gun like a mother. You know, I didn't even play the demo first. You know, I just downloaded the game right away. That was one of my favorite games of all time on Nintendo. Loved that game, put so many hours into the first game on Nintendo, did the little codes where you unlock the other kind of mode and stuff like that. And it's crazy because I figured out those codes up by myself, just messing around with the little code thing on a Nintendo or whatever. And it was fun, dude. Like, I think I played the 360 version like more than almost anybody in the world. Like, I played the fuck out that game as much as I played it when it was on the Nintendo version. Number 2, Contra/Super Contra. Those are some of the best games that Konami released. Not to say, you know, Metal Gear, but I'm talking about like as far as old school, man. Those games are the shit. Contra, even to this day, I still don't believe it, but a long time ago, about like, I don't know how long ago, when I was like, probably like 8 or 9 or something like that, or 10, I beat that game without dying. Contra, not Super Contra. Fuck no, you're not beating Super Contra without dying. But I beat Contra without dying. My cousin was watching, my brother was watching, my sister was watching, everybody was watching. I still don't believe it myself though when I think about it now. I ended the game with like 10 lives, never got touched not once, beat the whole game. And on the 360 version of Contra, it's horrible. You know, how could you mess up a port? You know, all you do is put that game on an arcade. You don't have to change stuff. They changed the physics, they changed they tweaked the enemies and stuff. Like, it's different. It's nothing like the old school one on Nintendo. So I'd rather buy a Nintendo and get the actual Nintendo game and play it like that. Number 1 game, my number 1 most favorite game on Nintendo thus far is Super Mario 3. If you don't got that on your number 1 or number 2 or number 3, then you're fucking tripping. Super Mario 3, I beat that game over 100 times. Never gets boring. You beat the game, unlock all the little P-Wings or whatever. You can have a whole roll of them. Just oh man. And also, some games I didn't mention that didn't make it to the countdown, but I still want to mention Zelda. You know, the reason why that didn't make it to the countdown because I played through Zelda 1. Well, I didn't play through Zelda 1, like the first 1 and 2. I got it on, not Link's Awakening, but the Legend of Zelda. I didn't play through that until I got it, the port onto Game Boy Advance. Zelda 2, once I beat that on Nintendo, I didn't play it again, so, you know. Fester's Quest, that's a good ass game. I remember that game, couldn't beat that game either. That game was the shit. And there was this one, also another game, was this one mystery game. I could not figure out the name. If somebody could tell me the name of it, I don't know, I probably might even buy you something. I cannot find the name of the fucking game. It's a game where, okay, you have like 3 or 4 people, and you gotta go into this big mansion or this house or something, and you find like these little, like you gotta, I don't know what you gotta do, but like you gotta go through this house and find like little different items and little clues and stuff. And it's this one guy that lives inside the house, and if you get caught by him, he locks you up inside the basement, and then you gotta use your other character. And like there's a certain part where like you go to the room and like you make a noise with a switch, and then he hurry up and leaves out the room. You gotta hurry up and go downstairs so he can't find you. And, okay, another game, Jurassic Park on Nintendo. That was my shit. Beat that game like 2 times. That game had me on the edge of my seat. Even though you go play it now, you're like, oh, this shit's old, you know. But it's still like at the time, you know. And when I did finally play that game, it was way after the game had came out, but the game still had me on the edge of my seat. It still was nice. Okay, on to my next segment, gaming news. Now, the Nintendo released their ambassadors program. For those of you that's not knowing, you know, the beginning of this month, the first of this month, Nintendo released their ambassadors program for the people that picked up the first wave of the Nintendo 3DSs for $250. With that, you get a certificate showing that you're an ambassador inside the program, and you get 10 free games. Now, I don't know if you're able to keep those games forever. I know I heard somebody saying you only keep it for like 6 months or a year, but I know at the end of this, towards the end of this year, you also get 10 more. The games that I had downloaded so far is The Legend of Zelda, which already got ported over to the Game Boy Advance. Zelda 2, like I said, I got that too. Metroid. Lucky they put that inside there because I was going to actually I was just about to buy that on Nintendo Game Boy Advance or whatever as a port. And what's another game? Oh, and Super Mario Brothers and a couple of other Icebreakers and stuff like that. Okay, also I want to bring up that, you know, thank you guys, like I said all the time, thank you guys for showing me love on my Halo Reach zombie matching map. A lot of people been hitting me up, showing me love, subscribing and stuff like that, telling their friends about it. I am currently working on another map that I've been working on for like a week so far. It is called, you know, it's nothing special. It's just called Zombie Mall. And the game type is called Zombie Rising. You know, it doesn't take place nowhere special except for like a 2-story mall with an underground parking lot, with a movie theater, boys and girls bathroom, a McDonald's. You know, just nothing really special. And other little gameplay elements around the mall and stuff like that. Just a big ass giant mall. No, nothing special. Just a little something I'm working on. But anyways, yeah, be looking out for that coming out. I'll say the middle of next week once I get everything done. And then also when I make that video showing off the map, I'm gonna shout out a couple of people that helped me with the, you know, key foundations, a couple of foundations with the map and stuff like that at the beginning of the map. And yeah. Also, games I've been gaming. Bring up some of the games I've been gaming this week. And those games are Ghost Recon, the game I showed you guys I had picked up from the thrift store or Goodwill or whatever for like $4. So been playing that again. Remember I played that on Nintendo a long time ago. Not Nintendo, wow. PS2 a long time ago. Halo Reach. Been playing that mostly Forge, but you know I played a couple multiplayer matches and stuff like that. Operation Flashpoint Red River, that game is pretty cool. It's okay. I'm gonna do a review on it. I haven't did a review in a long time. Sorry about that, but I told you guys in the older Universal Gamer update or status update, I said the reason why I stopped doing game reviews. But I'm gonna do a review. Start doing more reviews, especially of Gears of War 3 and AAA titles. Even though those reviews are gonna bin out, you know, before the games come out. But I'm still doing my Noob Saibot style of reviews. How y'all be liking it? But yeah. So with that said, yeah, Operation Flashpoint will definitely be getting a review from me once I'm done with it in the next 2 days. It's okay, it's in between there, but I'm gonna give a review of it. Tetris Evolution, don't ask. The only time I play that game is when I just got some Steam to release or just when stuff is on my mind, I just play Tetris. And also I got a gameplay of that game later on, or coming up, so check that out. Now, Subscriber Sundays, I've still been lagging on that. I still haven't chose the video. I'll be watching other people's videos, but I still haven't chose one to put up here. I don't even know who's I'm gonna put up here. My last Universal Gamer update, I told you guys I had a video. I'm gonna go through and put a video up there so you guys can click on the link, but I didn't, so I'm lagging. Sorry about that. That's my bad. But this time for sure, I'll make sure I have somebody's video up here. You probably already see the name of the person already. You probably already see, click on this screen right now or whatever. But whoever I choose, good video, because I've been looking at a lot of videos or whatever. Sometimes I don't have time, you know. So with that said, it's been your boy Noob Saibot, the Universal Gamer. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out, and hopefully my electricity come back on because it is hotter than, I don't even want to say, because it's kind of like mid-range, X-rated. But it's hot, and like I'm kind of sweating a little bit. So yeah, with that said, it's been your boy Noob Saibot, and I'm out of here. Peace.